Welcome to Todd's 2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday, brought to you by Big Beard Battery. Visit BigBeardBattery.com. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe button now. Thank you. Winter's coming up, and there's some stuff that you need to do before you turn on your furnace. So let's go ahead and cover that. The topic is what you should do before turning on your furnace. All right, now let me set the situation. You've been RVing all summer, and during the summer you have insects. If you have insects, the thing about insects is they love the smell of propane. So much so, they like to build nests anywhere where they can smell propane. And a prime target is going to be your primary burn chamber for your furnace. It's open to the outside elements. Most of us, we have a 1-inch or 2-inch hole. Now, a lot of you will have dauber screens, and that does prevent a lot of insects from coming in, but I do need to alert you. The manufacturers of furnaces will void the warranty should you have a dauber screen on. So a lot of us, we don't have those dauber screens on. Now, I do because I'm not under warranty, and it's smart. If you don't have the dauber screen on, what you need to do is make sure that that tube is clear as possible. So here's some steps on what you need to do before you turn on your furnace. If you don't do these steps before turning on your furnace, it's going to be too late, because when you're going to turn your furnace on is when it's cold outside. And if the furnace doesn't work when it's cold outside, it's a sucky day. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure that that's clear. Now, there's a couple things that we could do. It's not foolproof, but if you have a shop vac, put it on there and actually try and suck out whatever is in there, right? Now, you also take a flashlight and look in there and visually see if there's any obstructions. The whole goal is to make sure there's no insects or no nests inside that burn chamber. The second thing we need to do is take that shop vac and go find where that furnace is inside the RV. And what I want you to do is take that shop vac and clean around the furnace. Your furnace is going to attract a lot of dirt, dust, and everything else, and it sits around the furnace. You will find out that your furnace does not have a filter, and if it doesn't have a filter around the furnace, then all that stuff gets on your squirrel cage fan, causes problems, okay? So what we want to do is police the area, clean it. Also make sure that burn chamber is cleaned. The next thing you want to do is make sure that your burner assembly is actually clean and clear. The tube itself, or wherever you can see that, you want to make sure that's clear. Now, most furnaces, that burner assembly is actually stored inside the furnace, but if you have any access to where propane mixes with air and it's on the outside of the RV, then you want to make sure that's all clear. So what we're looking for is no obstructions, clean, clear, inside as much as we can inside the furnace, but around the furnace. Lastly, what we want to check is I want you to go ahead and turn your furnace on before it gets cold. It's been all summer and all spring since you've used it. It's been a good 6 months if you RV correctly. So the best time to actually check your furnace and find if there's any potential problems is when you don't need it. Temperatures going down, we're kind of in that, we're not in fall yet. Believe me, we're not in fall yet, but it's coming. Oh yes, Jon Snow, winter is coming. What you want to do is be prepared, so go ahead and also test your furnace. So turn on your propane, put your thermostat on furnace and crank that temperature up. Make sure you get the click, tick, 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 boom. You got good burn, and you want to watch the outside. You want to make sure that you have no carbon buildup. In other words, there's no smoke. If there's no smoke, then you also know that your burn chamber is clean. If you have smoke, call a technician. That means that you're going to have some type of obstruction in there, and if you can't see it, it's around the corner. And a technician will need to be called out in order to get that cleaned out, and it's the best time to do that is when you don't need the furnace. Don't wait till it's too late, because you're going to hate life and you're going to hate RVing if you need to fix your furnace in the winter. And there's your tech tip. Hey, winter's coming up. I mean, it's not yet, that's why you see me sweating. The association is called the RV. All right. That was too long. Let's do it this way. No light, no talking. There they all are.
There they go.
All right. That's all I got. It's hot. Now I'm gonna go turn on my air conditioner.